Good morning. Okay, so I'm going to jump on and do a quick update. Again, I forgot where I left off. I think the last that I gave you on the update was that I was going to go see a specialist, a GI specialist, which I did. And the conversation that he and I had was that we would run some more blood labs, and if anything else came back positive to indicate that there's, again, potentially liver disease, that then we would proceed with a biopsy. Initially, he suggested a biopsy, saying that that's the only way to know for sure if I have liver disease, but I thought that was pretty extreme, considering that I had normal liver enzymes, and I also had, I don't know if I gave you this feedback, but my liver scan came back normal as well. So because those two were normal, I felt going directly to a biopsy was pretty extreme, and I wanted to get some more information before we moved forward. So he ran a slew of blood labs, and yesterday they called to tell me that my AMA test came back positive, which was pretty much the same as the other test that I had taken, the AMA-M2, which was a variation of AMA. So I mean, we expected that to come back positive because it's already been positive twice. And then another test called ANA came back positive as well. So that was enough to say that we probably need to look into this a little bit further. Thus the need to go and have a biopsy now. So I'm not thrilled about it. There's a time and place for allopathy medicine. I prefer the naturopath route. But I know that there's a time and place for things like biopsies and surgeries and things like that. And this is probably the time and place. I did do some research, and I found two equally accurate but less invasive and less costly procedures. They're MRE and TE, and I inquired about having one of those done because they're pretty much scans. They're not actually going inside to take tissue, and they can tell by the density of the organ as to whether it's diseased or not. It's specifically used to diagnose cirrhosis of the liver and also fibrosis. So I did inquire about these two types of tests, and the nurse at my GI's office had never heard of them and said that they've never recommended them as long as she's worked there, which is in the last 2 to 3 years. So they were unable to help me in that regards. Right now my biopsy is scheduled for Friday. I'm asking to see if they can get me into one sooner, seeing how this is already drug out for well over 3 weeks at this point. The results for biopsy take a couple days to come back. So that means if I go Friday, we will be into mid next week before I have answers once again. And again, me ordering my medication for IVF is on hold as a result of this. And I really need to place that order. I mean, I should have ordered it 2 weeks ago at this point, 3 weeks ago. So, I figured out a backup plan in case I can't, if I don't have answers, which I obviously don't. I have a backup plan in place. The very first medication that I need to go on is the birth control pill, ironically. So that was part of my prescription that I'm ordering. I will just get that locally through my RE or through my OBGYN. And that'll tide me over till the next medication, which starts 4 weeks after I go on the birth control pill. And that will give me a little time to get the medication ordered and get it here. So if it is a go, this biopsy will pretty much either say, yes, you have liver disease, or no, you don't have liver disease. And that's pretty much what IVF is riding on at this point. If I have liver disease, I will never be able to do IVF, and that's the end of this journey. I suspect that I don't have liver disease and that it's my autoimmune disease that's triggering all these wacky responses. ANA is very common in people ANA antibodies. A positive test is very common in people with autoimmune disease, and I just don't think they know enough about it, and that's what's triggering this AMA response as well. So, unfortunately, I've got to go to this extreme of doing a CT guided biopsy. There'll be a needle aspiration in my side just to get some answers, and I don't necessarily feel 100% comfortable with it, but it is what it is. So I am checking with my naturopath to see if she has any other suggestions for me. I'm sending over my blood work to her to see, to let her review it and see if she's got any feedback before I go into this. So that is it, guys. I will update you as I know more, and just probably won't know more until next week. So but I'll keep you guys posted, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.